I want to go over something with you that I get asked a lot from members of Let's Go Help. That's where I help. I do personal help to people to get money from government programs. And the question that's formed in most of the minds is like, well, I need help filling out applications. Yeah. And they talk about the applications. I need personal help that I'm eligible for and things like that. And I know it's difficult to phrase because you don't do it. Now, I've been doing this for 60 years, not 60, probably 40 or something. And so I have a different idea of it. And if you don't know anything about the topic, you're going to ask the obvious question to you. But because I know all the data and I've been working with this, it's really the wrong question. And that's why I used to wear question marks all the time. That was because asking the wrong question. You're actually, I need help filling out grant applications. No, you don't. That's not the right question. And you don't need that help, because most of the grant applications that you're looking for extra money and things like that are very simple. I mean, there are only a few pages, fill in the blanks. And that's not the issue in getting a government grant, knowing how to fill the application. That's why so many people go out and look for someone to help them with the application. Well, there's people on the internet. Yeah, I'll help you with the application. But you don't even know what the hell you're applying for. That's right. If you really think you need someone to help you out the application, you can't make that decision until you get the application. So you're making that decision that you need help with government applications. I mean, you haven't seen an application yet. So a few are complicated. You probably need help, but most of them, 80, 90%, you won't. It's only a couple of pages fill in the blanks. But what you do need help with, and this is what I do, is help people find out where to apply. That's the key. Getting the application, filling it out, that's the easy thing. I mean, nobody needs help with that, but they do need help where the hell they are. Which ones are right for me? Okay, now here's where we have to work as a team. I can't do it all for you. It's sort of like getting a job. I can't go and take your hand into the office and do the interview with you and help you get. No, can't do that. Okay, or making love. I can't get you. I could show you maybe where to get a date, and you have to take it from there. So it's the same with grants. Oh, my wife's in the kitchen here. I'm wondering. She's shrieking at that. But what's important is that what I do is show you the most likely places. I mean, see, there's tens and tens of thousands of grants available for individuals, personal grants, and there's all these tens of thousands of offices. Well, after researching for 40 years doing this work, I've been able to identify the offices in your state that are most likely to give out grant money or other help for your financial problem. So whether starting a business, paying your debts, getting an education or getting a job, healthcare, housing, buying a house, real estate, legal problem. Here are the places that are most likely in your state, because most of these programs are your state. If it's national programs, we will have an application for that, or a website where to apply. But we can't keep track of all the ones that are at the state level, and that's where most of them are. So what we do, though, is, and because they change all the time, it would be a nightmare, and I wouldn't be able to make money charging $20, I'll tell you that. And so what I do is take the knowledge of 50 years and show you, okay, here's the most likely places for you to apply. Now, here's what you have to do. Now, this is important work. This is where you have to do more than you probably ever thought you had to do. I'm sure it would in your mind. It would be in my mind too. Show me the website. Let's go, and I'll just fill in the blanks and send it in and wait to hear from them. No, you can't do that. The best way to do this is take the information that I send you, call them, That's right. You got a phone? I got one around here somewhere. And you call them because it's so complicated out there. You're not really sure if this is for you. I mean, jargon. I mean, we all speak English, but what a word means to you is different from me or whatever. So the best way to get the most out of this and to be most successful at getting the help you need, calling that office who is involved in getting people financial assistance for your problem and asking them, hey, am I a likely candidate for this? And they'll say yes or no, right? That's all you have to do. You don't have to call up and know what the hell you're talking about. You just call up and say, hey, I need help. You think your program or what you have there could help me? Don't say you want a grant. Don't say anything except you want help. Then they'll say either yes, no, or maybe. So you have three yes. And then you say, well, how do I apply? And see, now you have even help, because most of these offices have somebody to help you apply too if you don't know how to fill out the blanks, because that's what they're there for. They have to. Knowing that is the big name of the game. Or they'll say no. So if they say no, then you say, now you have somebody that's very important in your life after they said no, because you want to know where else you should possibly go. Everything's a possibility. Nothing's guaranteed in this work. Yeah, where you could possibly go to apply for help in another place. Okay. They are the most likely person that you will ever find who will know better than me, because they do this all the time. I'm doing a million things every day in every state and everywhere, but they're working on people who need money to pay their bills just in your state 24/7. Okay. So maybe not that much, but you know what I mean. And so they're going to know other things better than anybody else. Now, if they say no, fine. Then you go down the list of the I sent you. If they say yes, you add that to the list of potentials. So what you're working with is really a list of potentials. I know it would be wonderful if I could say, hey, William, boy, hey, this is the program for you, man. This is here. There's the link. Fill it out and everything. And that happens, but most likely don't count on that because it's too complicated out there. And if you count on that, you're going to miss the real help that you're eligible for. Because if you don't, if that isn't for you, then you have nothing else. And what you really want to know, you have to have options, like looking for a job or looking for a mate. Yeah, you can't ask one woman and then sit home for the rest of your life, right? No, you got, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? That kind of thing. And that's what this is. So that's why it's really a partnership. I help you, but I can't do the work for you. And the work is really you finding out how to do that. And if you've never been using the phone before, then that's, you'll find out. You push the buttons and you talk. That's all you have to do. It's not high tech, it's lower tech. And using the phone and the people is easier, better, and more friendly to use than robots, because I don't know what the hell a robot thinks. You know, and you can't ask a real question because you get a stock answer, robot answers, you know, and they don't know your implications and you don't know their implications. So that's why people are the key to you getting the help you need, not the robots. Robots are a clue and things like that. They're useful, but it's the people that are the key. And I help you find those people who are in the best position to get you the key. And their job is to do that. You're not asking like your rich Uncle Henry to give you money. No, your rich Uncle Sam is in business to do that. That's all he does. He doesn't make cars or something and then give you money on the side. No, their job is to help you. So that's what you have to learn and start using. Yeah, they're not all great people. None of us are. We're assholes sometimes too. And that's life. So learn how to use life. And it's better, I think, if you start learning how to use people. The computer is a tool, but the real answer is in getting people to help you. Well, I don't know if you see me around, but I've been studying government programs for 40 or 50 years. Man, I'm an old guy. But since the beginning, I always thought the government should have one place that we could find out what government programs will help us in our life. And what happens when the bureaucracy gets involved, they got all kinds of things going on, and they don't even see what they have is so important for many different things. And so that's what I feel I do. I take what the government says they have for free, I read it, find out, hey, how an individual could use that. And then put it in a format so the average person to use. Because, I mean, one of my favorite examples from the beginning was we have something called the Urban Homesteading Act. Well, I don't want to know about that. But when you read it, it's really houses for $1. So what I'm doing now, and I've done for 40 years, is categorizing tens of thousands and thousands and thousands of programs into areas that you could really help, that really can help you in your daily life. So now in this new product I have, which is called LesGoReports.com, and I put them all into individual, categories that help you live a better life. And I'm charging only $5.95. See, I think they should be free, but I gotta keep doing this research. I gotta get paid. So I've categorized them so you could download them for $5.95 a piece. And there's one on bills, debt, and credit. So all the problems you have, paying your bills, getting out of debt, fixing up your credit, things like that, and there's thousands just for that. Every state has about, 500 or so programs that you could use. A whole bunch of them for bills, debt, and credit. Another one for starting a business, a nonprofit, an invention, or even freelance at home. All the programs just in your state. See, I have 50 separate reports, one for every state for each of these topics. Then I have one for money for jobs, education, and training, whether it's getting money to go to college or taking a 5-week course, at $7,000 to get a better job or increase your resume, all this kind of stuff. These are free services and grants for people, or dental health, mental health, pet care health, all that kind of stuff. The free health care that's available in your state. And that's where it is. That's where you have to start, in your state. You don't go to Washington. Washington gives the money locally. And so that's why I used to do big books for the whole USA. And now I have big books just for your state, because that's where you have to go. So that's what these reports are, just for your state. Okay. So you can go in your state. Hey, these are all the programs where I could get dental care for free in my state. These are all the programs where I could get pet care for free or get a job or whatever. Okay. Then there's people in every state that will do research for you for free. The same thing that I do at Let's Go Help and charge you $20, they'll do for free. And I have them just for your state. Okay. Because that's where the action is. Then for housing, buying houses, fixing up houses, being a real estate investor, all that is local too. And that's where the greatest grants are for buying a house or fixing up houses, investing in real estate. And I show you where they are, and there's loans you don't have to pay back and all this kind of stuff for real estate. It's really great. And then also for legal help. See, I mean, we live in a society where we think we're the biggest democracy in the world, but that means you have to pay some lawyer. No, there are free programs for any kind of problem. And it's all at the state level because it's regulated at the state. So your state is where the action is for government help and money and grants. So I've got them together. Don't want to charge you hundreds or thousands. This is all just $5.95. You just download it at letsgohelp.com. I'm sorry, letsgoreports.com. Let's Go Help, you can get all this free. But a lot of people don't want to pay. It's a monthly. It's a subscription where we help each other and I answer your questions and things like that. So if you don't want to get involved in that, you could just download all these for free. Or you can get them all for free when you join Let's Go Help too. But I'm sorry. If you don't join Let's Go Help, it's going to cost you $5.95 for a report. But they are free if you join Let's Go Help. So I'm going to keep doing those reports. We have coming up on things like people with disabilities and all the money and help that's available in your state for people with disability, or people who have families and children, all the money and help that's right. So we're going to add this, so before I die, I will have created the largest single source of money and help that you could get in your state just for living there. That's all. That's all your requirement. You live there, you're eligible. But you don't know what to ask for. So that's what I do.